Morning, brothers and sisters. It's me again. Today's message is going to be about discernment, for sure, and how we all need to practice our discernment. So I posted a video last night, and it was a mirrored video from Richie from Boston, and I know some of you may take issue with his channel. It's like anything you watch on the internet, do not take it as gospel. You're supposed to pray on it, take it to the Father, and then discern that message as it states in the Bible. You're supposed to, every single spirit that you come across, including mine, you're supposed to discern whether it is of the Father or whether it's of the enemy. So I encourage you to practice doing that, because you're going to need it going forward, because we're going to be bombarded with so much information as we have from everywhere that is done with design so that we have a hard time picking through the truth. Now remember, the enemy, he'll tell the truth 9 times to lie to you once. He doesn't care. He's ruthless. He will do whatever it takes to make sure that you are deceived. Remember that. There is no place or boundary that he won't cross to trick you. Not to be scared of that, to bear that in mind though, that know that expect anything, but discern it all. Now, the video I posted last night is in regards to a medical doctor, or as so he says, right? So it's up to us to do our research and to try to vet and make sure that he is a legit person, or he is who he says he is. But again, a lot of it has to do with the message. And I've stated in a couple videos before, always take the end goal and work backwards, and then see if this fits into the narrative. So there's something about this virus that just hasn't sat well with me this whole time. I don't know anybody that's sick. I look at the people that are getting sick, and I just look at the timing of when people are getting sick, and all of a sudden my senses start going off, my discernment starts going off, telling me there's something wrong here. And I've trusted my gut from a very early age, and there's no reason for me to stop doing it now, because that's the Father telling you, wait a minute, you might want to look into that, or wait a minute, that's bang on. You know it when you feel it. So the explanation last night that this doctor had was the fact that the testing that they're using, out of every 5 tests, they're giving a false positive, meaning that you may not have it, but the test is going to come back as you have it, because the cells that they're looking at are the exact looking cell, if not that's the design of this whole thing, to make it look like something that somebody's going to have in their body right from the get-go, whether it be from a previous condition. I myself have an autoimmune disease, so therefore I'm going to have these cells in my body. So if they do a test on me, it's going to show that I have the coronavirus. Now, again, this makes perfect logical sense to me, because if you look at the end goal is to get this new world system set up in a way that they're trying to hunt. They're trying to find Christians, my friends. That's the end goal of the enemy. That's all he cares about. He hates the children of the Father. So he's trying to find them. So when he can find them, he can do what he wants to them. But again, no weapon forged against us by the enemy will have any effect on us. So I'm a firm believer that this test and these false positives that this gentleman speaks of, and remember, if this gentleman is a doctor and he just put himself out there like that, he will never be able to practice medicine ever again. That's it. Because when you put your hand up and you give an oath to any kind of society, including the medical community, you go against that grain, guess what? You're blacklisted. It's over. You will never be able to practice medicine again. Let alone you'll have your name just ran through the mud. If not, sometimes people go away. That's just how this world works. So again, I encourage you to watch that whole video. I do get a chance to see how much time people spend on the videos, and I appreciate every second that you invest in them. But this one's important because it explains the deception of the test and how they're going to be able to trick the masses by making people think that they're testing positive for this disease, or this virus. Now, I'm not saying every single person in the medical community is in on this. I will say there's a high majority of the upper ranking ones that definitely know, but I believe that this test is designed to even to deceive them. And as it states in the Bible, they'll be able to, the deception will be so great that it'll be able to deceive even the very elect, and that's you and I, brothers and sisters. Does it not sound like what's going on right now? Because you'll hear pieces of information where you're like, maybe it is, or maybe it's not. You keep going bouncing back and forth. But that's the point, is to keep you busy, to keep making sure your eye's not on the prize. So again, any piece of information that you go through, including my own, take it to the Father, and He'll tell you whether it's right or it's wrong. And if you have any comments for me, please let me know. I see there's a thumbs down. And I don't mind those either, because we're all going to disagree on certain things, and that's fine. We're again, none of us are perfect. We're all in this together. We're all on a journey being led to the same place. It's just we all have different paths getting there. Therefore, the information will be different. Now, if there's doctrine that's completely wrong, we need to call each other out, because that's what we're told to do. But at the end of the day, we have to have patience with one another. And that goes back to even Richie from Boston. I know some people take issue with his mouth and that he swears a little bit. If you knew me back in the day, it is the exact opposite of the human being I am right now, and I mean in every single way. I was the worst of the worst. But I had to go to that place to find out what good looked like. The Father took me through all of those places to show me how much He loved me when He took me out of them. So again, cast that first stone if you've never, ever sinned in your life. But till then, take every piece of information that you get with a grain of salt, pray on it, discern it, and then if you find it to be true, share it. Because this is what needs to be done. We need to educate our brothers and sisters on what's actually happening right now. Because a lot of them are lost, a lot of them are in the dark, and they're believing a lie. So I just wanted to say hi, guys. I love you very much. Any piece of information that I get, I'm going to share it if I feel it in my spirit to do so. I don't have the ability to make a lot of original content myself, so I'm going to share what I find to be true. So again, it's up to you, it's up to myself to be able to discern that and make sure it's the truth. So I love you very much, you guys. I hope you have a blessed day. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk soon. Bye.